Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Blake Haynes here with the Fat Boys and the Indian here to bring you your pick'em segment for the week. All of us went 4-1 last week, missing on a variety of games. Once again, thanks to Ryan Barker for picking the Giants for the second straight week, and thank you, Tanner Crawford, for continuing to pick against the Chiefs. You are now, I think, 1-5 when picking Chiefs, Kansas City games this year, and I have got to stop believing in the Browns because they continue to give me L's. Thank you, Baker Mayfield. I don't know what it is. I just keep picking them for some reason. I'm a believer. I got to stop. Um, Looking at overall standings, Ryan Barker is still in first place with a record of 24-11 now. Tanner Crawford still in second with a record of 22-13. I am tied with Derek still in third/last. We've got a record of 21-14. So looking at the games that we're going to pick here this week, we've got Houston taking on Miami this Thursday night game. We've got Baltimore taking on Carolina. We've got Indy taking on Oakland. We've got Arizona taking on San Francisco. Those are our three Sunday games. And then we obviously have the Monday night game, which is going to be a barn burner. It sucks that we continue to pick these Monday night games. It's going to be New England taking on Buffalo. Looking at our picks, all four of us are going to take Houston tonight. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. Miami does have Albert Wilson and Kenny Stills out. Sorry, mind blanked on the other for a second. They're both out. Devontae Parker is coming back. He was supposed to be a big thing last year. He's just been injury plagued. So we'll see if that helps old Brock Osweiler out some. Their passing game with Tannehill, though, for the Dolphins hasn't really been affected with Tannehill being out. I mean, I know that's a shocker. But I think Houston just has a little bit too much. They've got a really good defense over there. I think J.J. Watt gets in the backfield and puts it on old Osweiler a couple times. So, like I said, all four of us have Houston. I'm looking at the Baltimore-Carolina game. Barker, Derek, and Tanner are all taking Baltimore. I'm going to take Carolina. I understand why they're taking Baltimore. This game could really go either way. Baltimore has an amazing defense, and Joe Flacco and that offense just does enough to win them ball games, and that's, they manage the game on that side of the ball, basically. Carolina has been intriguing. They're kind of all over the place. Have to win on a last-second field goal to beat the Giants. Last week they looked really, really good in their comeback, beating Philly. I think Cam Newton's Cam Newton, and that's why I took Carolina, honestly. I think that he's just going to be too much. We'll see, though. We've got the Indy-Oakland game. Myself, Derek, and Barker are all going to take Indy, and Tanner's a lone guy, I guess, not recognizing that the Raiders are trading everybody on that team, and he's going to take Oakland. So I think Andrew Luck is going to throw for 350 yards and come back and make everybody a believer when he's not. But he's going to have a big game, and I think Indy's going to take that game. Derek Carr, he's got, I guess, Jordy Nelson still. Marshawn Lynch is hurt, so it looks like they're going to be splitting time with Jalen Richard, and now Doug Martin is going to be the feature back, I guess. But like I said, three of us go one way with Indy, and Tanner's going to go with Oakland. The Arizona-San Francisco game is a 50-50 split. Derek and myself are both taking Arizona. Barker and Tanner are both taking San Francisco. The quarterback situation in San Francisco is why I didn't choose them. They may have, slightly a better defense than when it comes to the matchup and comparing the two teams. But Arizona has David Johnson, and I know we've on the podcast I've kind of been down on him all year, but I think this may be a game that he can really kind of eat and maybe get some guys, some people believing back in him, and so we get that split there. Last game, as you can imagine, with New England and Buffalo, we are all four going to take New England. I wouldn't be surprised if New England beats them 56-0. Just thrudges them. I think the line on that is like 14.5. From Vegas, so I'm sure miraculously, if you've seen any of the lines or you do any betting, some of the lines on some of these games have been ridiculous, and somehow it ends up in like a 7-point game, and they're like, oh well, it's a rivalry game. It's like, yeah, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. You put the line at 14.5. So but I think, like I said, they're going to put up a lot of points. Tom Brady, watch for James White just to tear it up. No LaShawn McCoy on the flip side. I believe he's out, so there's really not much going for Josh Allen in that amazing offense. I guess he's hurt too, so I don't know what they're going to do. Derek Anderson, they signed him off the street because Nathan Peterman's a bum, so But that's what we've got for the pick'em segment. As always, we'd love for you to like, comment, share our posts. Zach Lee, keep it up. I mean, I know you didn't turn in some picks last week, but we'd love to hear back from you. And everybody else, let us know your picks for these 5 games. 4 of the 5 are pretty tough. I mean, if you really look at it analytically and try to compare the teams, I mean, those are 4 tough games to pick. So I'm Blake Haynes once again, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.